Alright, first and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and LGMS who rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners that have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And what I want to go into today, is how, we all became little children, within this ministry, man. Each and every one of us that came to this understanding, all right, we had to come as little children, man, be born again, receive the sincere milk, and be nurtured up in the spirit, to eventually you become spiritual adults, But we all start off, as newborns, children, then you're spiritual adults, man, So I just wanted to go through there as I read in Mark the 10th chapter. It hit me, Yahweh Shai, told this to the disciples, so we're going to get into it. This is Mark 10 and 13. It says, and they brought young children to him that he should touch them, and his disciples rebuked those that brought them. But when Yahweh Shai saw it, he was much displeased and said unto them, suffer the little children to come unto me, and forbid them not, for of such is the kingdom of the Most High. So you had people bringing kids to Yahweh Shai, and the disciples probably take them, get them little badass kid away from around here, man. This grown man business, we got time to play, had that mindset, but Yahweh Shai, was displeased at that, because he was teaching them something. Like when you read the Gospels, Yahweh Shai made a teaching point out of everything, man. Out of everything, he made a teaching point. We can learn from that, and that would increase, our output in videos, man, to make teaching points, out of everything, because everything is spiritual, man. Everything has a spiritual aspect, So Yahweh Shai is like, hey, suffer them, man, which means, hey, endure them to come see me, man. You like, look, this is the mindset you have to enter into the kingdom. As a little child, we're gonna go into it, on the spiritual side. It said, verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever shall not receive the kingdom of the Most High as a little child, he shall not enter therein. So Yahweh Shai was showing them, look, you got to have a mindset of a little child to enter into the kingdom. Even though you are an adult, all right. But when it comes to the true doctrine, all right, of the scripture, the true understanding of the scriptures and the prophecies, you have to come as a little child, ready to be taught. Humble, obedient, man. Because a little child, the average little child will be obedient, man. He's humble. He's ready to learn. You can tell him something, he'll take your word for it. So that's how Yahweh Shai was. That's how Yahweh Shai says you have to be to enter into the kingdom. And it starts off with being born again. St. John 3 and 1 said there was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. The same came to Yahweh Shai by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come from the Most High. For no man can do these miracles that thou doest except the Most High be with thee. Yahweh Shai answered and said unto him, verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of the Most High. So Yahweh Shai even took it further. Past being a little child, you have to be born again. Now Nicodemus was a ruler, so he was brought up in the law. He knew, the scrolls, he knew the history and the precepts, but he didn't have the understanding according, all right, to the doctrine of Yahweh Shai, man, which is the word, you see? Because even when Yahweh Shai taught the disciples concerning him, all right, he used what? The prophets, all right, and the books of Moses, man, the Old Testament, you see? So Yahweh Shai, he's speaking it. All right, and what is he saying? You have to be completely born again in the spirit, renewed in the mind. You can't have the same mindset that you have, man. You can't bring the understanding that you had in this world, all right, into the ministry, man. You know, if you was Islam, even if you knew that Esau was the devil, you still had to be taught everything all over again. You didn't know he was an Edomite, you know? You didn't know that. So you had to be taught everything again, man. You know, the Christianity, you had to completely do away with that understanding of Christianity of the, the hell doctrine, the virgin birth, and all these pagan holidays. You had to do away with those things, man. You know, and that's the beginning, all right, of accepting His word, man, is being born again in your spirit and the mindset. And you have to be humble like a little child to do that, man. You know. And then Nicodemus said unto him, verse 4, Nicodemus said unto him, how can a man be born when he is old? Can he enter the second time into his mother's womb and be born? You know, he was being simple. You know, he was being simple, but Yahweh Shai finna, explain to him. Yahweh Shai answered, verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of the Most High. That which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. Marvel not that I said unto you, you must be born again. So Yahweh Shai was like, yeah, I'm not talking about you crawling in your mother's womb and coming back out, man. No, man. That's impossible to do that anyway, man. He's talking about what? Your mindset, man. You have to be born in the spirit, man. See, we used to read I used to read the Bible all the time, but I wasn't getting the true understanding. I read the whole Bible before I came into the truth, man. I used to read it, on a daily basis, very often. But after I came into the truth, it was like it was a whole nother book. My mind I had been reborn in the spirit. You see, the spirit started dealing with me, supping with me, man. And that's how we are in this ministry, man. And hey, like I said, we start off being born again, and then we're newborn babes, desiring the sincere milk. Let's get that. This is 1 Peter 2:1. And it says, wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guile and hypocrisies and envies and all even evil speakings, which are characteristics, that are instained in us in this world, man. Salaki. Starting it again, Salaki. 1 Peter 2:1. And it says, wherefore, laying aside all malice and guile and hypocrisies and envies and all evil speakings, because what? These are all characteristics, all right, and wicked flaws that we develop within this world, man. That was embedded in us growing up in this system, man. Trying to be slick, always trying to get over, envious of another man's household, what he had, his woman, all these wicked things that, speaking bad about people all the time, man, all these different things, man. All these things were inbred in us in the world, Verse 2, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. See, you grow by sincere milk, all right, of the word, man. And then you start maturing and developing, man. Then you can start eating the meat. So it's just like, the actual process of being born again. Then you're a newborn babe. You can only drink milk. And then eventually, you get to the point you grow teeth where you can chew solid food. And then you get to the point where you can start feeding yourself, man. You see? And that's how it is within this ministry, man. We had to learn everything over again, man. We had to learn how to keep the Passover, what the Sabbath really is, man. We had to, just like you had to learn English, now we back, learning Hebrew, man. All right? So it's the same phase within this ministry, man. We all have been born again, and growing through the phase of becoming mature within the faith, man. So I just wanted to bring that out, Lord willing, if that's fine. Till the next time, Shalom.